Hi, I'm Doug Whittekind with Whittekind Manufacturing. We're a family owned business building quality livestock fence since 1965. If you'd give me a moment, I'd like to show you why our continuous fence is the best on the market. Now, I didn't say it's the cheapest, but it is worth your money. It's because of our braces, our welding, and our connecting system. Now, first, let's look at the braces. This piece of continuous fence is standard duty 6-bar fence made with 1 1/4 14 gauge tubing for the horizontals. We also offer a heavy duty 1 5/8 and super duty 1 7/8 fence, and we build 4, 5, 6, and 7-bar fence. Now you'll see 5 braces in this 20-foot section. Many people only use 4. With these 5 braces, you get a lot of strength, but also enough distance on the end of the panel to give you some flex to go over uneven ground and rolling hills. For braces, we use heavy wall tubing, at the minimum 13 gauge and most often 12 gauge tubing. This gives much more strength than horizontal flat straps or light rods like most continuous fence. And notice that our tubing is clipped on the end, so there are no sharp edges to cut your livestock or you. Now look at the substantial welds we make. These aren't just tack welds. We not only weld the front of the panel, but also the back. And you might ask, well, why wouldn't you weld the back? And that would be a good question to ask when you look at some other fence, because we're one of the few, if not the only company that welds both sides of the continuous fence panel. In fact, there are 2 inches of weld at each spot where the vertical and horizontal bars meet. Heavy braces, substantial welds, because if your braces fall off, you've just got a pile of junk. Now, let's quickly look at the connecting system. Most other fence has loose pegs that you have to insert into the end of the panel and then get the 6 bars of your next 20-foot panel lined up with all 6 of these dangling loose pegs. And that is a pain. We weld the pegs into the end of the panel and offset them so you only have to get 2 bars lined up at a time, and then the next 2 and the last 2. We have some people who buy our fence just because it is so easy and quick to install. And welding these pegs in not only helps with installation, but it makes for a long, secure connection for years. You see, if loose pegs aren't made right, they can actually slip out of place and leave you with no connection at all. Heavy braces, over 2 inches of substantial welds at each juncture, and a convenient, secure connecting system is what makes Whittekind Manufacturing continuous fence worth your money.